What up, what up, what up? It is Sanni here. I know it's been a while since I did a video after I did the things I hate, and this is pretty much going to be a continuation of that one. So this is going to be pretty much things that I hate too. So this one is pretty much going to revolve around my work because I work in the storage business, and that business you meet pretty much like every type of character in the book because you have like the nice people who are like just want to talk and talk and talk and talk, and then you pretty much have the people who's like they don't want to say anything, so it's very hard to even get them a unit. And then you have like the middle ground people who wants to talk but only about pretty much that thing that they're doing right now, so they don't like open up, so you can probably like potentially help them out even more as opposed to just getting them just what they want and that's it. But this situation is going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to the office and whatnot, and it's around like maybe like 10:20, 10:25 or whatnot, and I have a customer coming to the office and he wants to deal with something revolving his account. So all right, so I'm dealing with him, and then I had an appointment that was supposed to be coming in at 10:45. So okay, I'm good. And as it hits like maybe 10:30, 10:35, the appointment comes in. As I'm still dealing with this customer because it's a serious case on his account, or pretty much his unit and whatnot. So he's talking to me, and since I haven't been working there for the previous days, I had to call my manager and ask her like what's going on with the account and all of this. So he wanted to talk to her, so I had him talk to her and whatnot. And as it's happening, the lady comes in, and I pretty much acknowledge that she's coming to the office and whatnot. And then there's also like 10 minutes later another lady came in. But then as I'm sitting there and the guy's talking to my manager, she was like, is there someone else that can help me? I'm like, you see, like in my head I'm like, you see there's one computer here, and you see like there's only one person in this office, so where's this other magical person supposed to pop up from? So I'm just like, no, I'm the only one that's working today, so you're gonna have to wait. So she said okay, but it's not like she was like reluctant, like she really wanted to wait or whatnot. And then we get into like 5 minutes of the guy still talking to the manager, and the lady was all like, she didn't say nothing. She just like kept walking around pacing and whatnot. And finally we like come towards the end where the guy, he's done talking to my manager and whatnot, and I get handed back the phone, and the manager is explaining the situation to me about the whole thing because I haven't been there. And as this is happening, she was like, I see that I'm not important, I'm just gonna leave. I'm like, wait, what? Like, I'm trying to handle something that's like security wise for the place, and you just can't wait 5 minutes for that? Like, who in their right mind is in that much of a hurry? Granted, her appointment was supposed to be for 10. She called in and rescheduled. So I was okay. You rescheduled. There was nothing else going on at that time, so that was good. But you just can't just assume that just because you schedule appointment at 10:45 that exactly at that time I won't be busy. You never know if a customer comes in before you and wants to rent a unit, or someone come in buying a lot of items or whatnot. You just can't assume that it's just going to be you. It just seemed like that person had like a spoiled mentality, as suppose if it's not her way, then it's just not going to work. So she leaves the place, and then I'm like, well, is she coming back or not? Because now I don't want to deal with her because she has that kind of attitude. So I'm just like wondering, like the whole day, is she coming back? She never came back or whatnot. So I'm like, good, she never came back. Even though that day I did 5 rentals, I'm glad one of them wasn't her, because it seemed like she would have been a problem anyways. If you can't wait like that, it seemed like if I would have shown her a unit, she probably wouldn't have been satisfied with the unit. It just seems like she just would have like been somebody that complains just in my book, from seeing like all the customers that pretty much like come and go from where I work at, I can see like the problem customers, I can see the needy customers, and I can see the customers that we'll just never see because they make that one payment and then they get on auto pay, and you just never see them until it's pretty much time to move out. So I really just freaking hate how people just assume that everything is ran on their time. I've had another case where this was at the same location. I'm just sitting at the office, nothing's going on right now. A customer comes in, he wants to rent a unit. I was like, okay. So I'm taking him out, showing him the units and all the sizes that he pretty much would need. And during that time frame, apparently a customer came to the office and was knocking on the door. Obviously the office is closed, and I put the sign, manager will be back at this time. And I didn't know anybody ever came by or whatnot, but he gave me a call. He was like, I showed up to your office, nobody was there. I was like, sorry, I was dealing with a customer. And he was trying to make a payment for his unit. So I said, well, you can either come back, or you can mail it in, or you can just leave it in the mail slot that we have and we'll process it the next day. He was like, no, I don't have any checks. The bank doesn't give me any checks. I'm like, what bank doesn't give you any checks is beyond me. So he's like, what? And I'm not driving all the way back because he was in like 2 cities away already. So I was like, you know what? You're pretty much like making this very difficult. That's pretty much what I said in my head. But so I explained to him, like, you could just pay at any of these facilities. It doesn't just have to be us. As long as you know your phone number, you can pretty much make that payment. And I was giving him like all the locations of where he was at. He was like, no, I can't do this. No, I can't do that. I was like, well, obviously you don't want to make your payment if you're already in that city and you don't want to go a couple extra miles in the city to make that payment. And you were just complaining how I wasn't there in the office when I was dealing with another customer. And he was like, well, I'm very important in all of this. And he was pretty much like saying because he has money and all of this, he's more important than pretty much any and everybody else. I'm like, no, you're not. To me, you're just another customer. You're not important than this person just because you have money. If you wanted to really make your payment, you could have looked at the clock that said when I will be back, wait, and then I would have processed your payment. But no, he thought his time was more important than everything else and just left, and that was that. So I was like, well, whatever. I don't know if he ever paid or not. I'm assuming he somehow made the payment or whatnot, or maybe he complained to like the higher ups or something, because he seemed like that type of person that would just complain out of nowhere. So that was just pretty much it for that whole situation. And it was just like, why do I deal with these situations? Freaking like this, like getting into any customer service job, you learn that customers suck. Even though they're supposed to say customers are always right, you know they're not right, and you just pretty much have to smile even though they're wrong, and it just freaking sucks. And I just don't understand like why they're like sometimes where you wish like your company would back you up in certain situations, and they don't back you up at all. They say, oh well, you did this wrong, and then it escalated to that, as opposed to like you did it right and the customer was being like out of lane or out of line or whatnot, and we're sorry that you had to deal with this. It's more like, you was wrong, why did you do this, we're gonna have to have a talk with you. I'm like, why? I mean, granted, I haven't been in that situation, but I've seen people being in that situation, and it's just stupid as opposed to why the company wouldn't back you up as they back up the customer, which is stupid because we're the ones like dealing with multiple customers throughout the day. There's times where you can do like almost 10 rentals in a day, and you do something like that and you miss one thing, and then they're pretty much like on you because you missed one thing. But even though you did so many things, that one thing is what they pretty much just keep saying that you did wrong. So that's just what I hate about the job. But other than that, I mean, I can't complain. It pays bills or whatnot. But the main situation was those two people that I was just talking about. Those are like really the things that I hate and type of customers. Other than that, I mean, I can deal with the customers. I've got screamed at and whatnot, and it's just another day for me. At least I live in a better area, so it's not too bad, because I know in certain areas they're worse off. And I just say it's good that I'm in a nicer area and whatnot. So that's all for this video. It's just me pretty much ranting about those two things. And obviously you can see I have pretty much a do-rag on, and it's because I changed my hair color. I was actually going for blonde, but it seemed like the bleach or dye, whatever, it wasn't strong enough to change my hair, because pretty much all of my natural hair color was already out. So it pretty much came out like this, and it's, I mean, I can't complain. It is a lighter color and whatnot, but I still wanted blonde because like that's the color I'm used to. But I mean, it's still nice. I mean, this does look kind of natural, considering like this was like my hair color when I was younger and whatnot, and it just gradually became darker and darker and darker. But my hair is still brown. It's just not as brown as this. So hopefully the next time I do bleach my hair, it does come out the blonde. And also I'm gonna do my eyebrows, because I always do my eyebrows when I decide to bleach my hair, because like, why not? I mean, they always grow back. It's not like they're gonna be permanently missing or something like that. But yeah, that's all for this video. So this is Sanni saying, wait. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I always forget that when I say that in my videos. And also, I do have a Twitch channel, but I haven't really been on there because I've been pretty much like working and been busy. So like every time I come home, it's just sleep. But yeah, that is all now. So now this is Sanni saying sayonara.